You smell that? Smells like a little BO to me. And I ain't talking about my underarms. I'm talking about the Black Order. Well, at the very least, Mr. Corvus Glaive is certainly getting something here. Let's go ahead, because we got sneak peek numero uno. So let's rock and roll. Let's jump into this. CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight says, an unusual energy has been detected far beyond the stars of the night sky in Marvel Future Fight. Agents, this may watch out for the supervillains that can turn planets to dust for their leader. They sound pretty evil to me. Stay aware of this warrior's weapon, as even the strongest heroes cannot escape its edge. And we're going to talk about that. The infinite finality of the glaive. Right there, it's a dead giveaway, right, Mr. Corvus Glaive? And down here it says, we'll return and announce information on the next objective. Alright, let's go ahead and play that track. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let me play that track here. And I got a couple still shots from this, and we'll talk about it. You know, let's go ahead. Let's play that again. Let's play that track. Oh, got the glaive. All right, so first off, we saw the planet that looked like it was being acted upon, right? Like destruction was coming its way. And then we saw a shot of Corvus's glaive, and then at the very end we saw this, another shot of Corvus Glaive. So let's talk about what makes Corvus Glaive, and why he's actually such a formidable foe. Alright guys, so there's quite a bit of speculation around this, and we could be seeing a number of different things, and we're going to talk about it all. But first and foremost, I think we're all familiar with who Corvus Glaive is, but let's talk about real quick what makes Corvus Glaive so special. Alright, I'm not gonna get too far deep into this, but one thing I just want to point out is his actual glaive. And okay, the weapon in his name. True to his name, Corvus wields a mighty cosmic glaive that appears to be the source of much of his power. The blade's edge is so sharp that it can even cleave atoms in two. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me. It can cut even the toughest skin, including the Hulks and Hyperions. As long as the glaive is not destroyed, Corvus can regenerate from any lethal attack, even one that reduces him to nearly nothing. As a battle general for Thanos' forces, Corvus is a master strategist and tactician. He also possesses strength, endurance, and speed far beyond even the strongest human. So I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why he's one of the select few characters who actually has a revive, right? Because of that glaive, he can come back. As a matter of fact, let me pull up another page here. Alright, so real quick. Alright, so this is straight from Marvel Database. Actually, what I'm going to read you is it's very similar to what I just did about his weapon. That's basically where I'm going to put the main focus on this video. I don't want, it's a sneak peek video. They should, traditionally they should be on the shorter side. But down here, powers and abilities, paraphernalia, weapons. Glaive. Corvus wields a glaive capable of splitting atoms, meaning it can cut through virtually anything, including the thick hide of Hulk and even the skin of Hyperion. If the blade remains unbroken and allows his body to resurrect from any type of affliction, even from being atomized. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty OP. So, I mean, he's definitely strong in the comics. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, so a surprise guest who we could potentially expect during this update, and we're going to talk about some really nice changes that we could actually see as well. Something that I would be so hyped for. Let's get to it. Yabat Amanturo. Yabat Amanturo. That is one. That's a very long way to get to Black Swan. So Black Swan, there's some speculation that we could possibly see Black Swan in this update, which would be, I mean, if there's any opportunity to introduce Black Swan to the game, it would be during this. I mean, okay, thing is this, it's a first sneak peek. We're all, we're jumping to the assumption that that Black Order could get maybe could get an awakening skill. All of them get an awakening skill, or possibly maybe a couple tier 3s, and then the rest awakening. We're gonna dive more into that in just a moment. But a Black Swan, she joined the Cabal during the. So she has, as a matter of fact, if you caught my sneak peek for Superior Iron Man, I spoke about, you know, just his appearances in the comics, and it's actually it falls right in line with this, because he had his own run, the Superior Iron Man, and then you didn't see him again until the Incursions, and you saw him actually in this same prison here, this cell, this box with Black Swan, because he was basically being ousted from the Illuminati, and then Black Swan ends up getting free. So she gets free. All right. So the Illuminati is trying to, they want to blow up one of the Earths, right? Because the Earths are colliding. That's what the Incursion is. And Namor actually goes to this Earth, and Black Panther and I want maybe Black Bolt. They both go and they kind of sabotage Namor, and they basically they leave him on the planet. They leave Namor on the planet. Namor comes face to face with the Cabal, right? Thanos, the Black Order, and then Black Swan. And the planet is about to blow up. And then sure enough, a very rare occurrence happens where a third Earth appears. And then Black Swan teleports all of them to the third Earth. So, this way the Illuminati, they really don't know what's going on. They think, they all died because they knew that the Cabal was on the other planet, so they thought they were going to kill two birds with one stone by blowing up the planet, killing the Cabal, right? Thanos, Black Order, and then right, like I said, Black Panther. He had some issues with Namor, some things. I won't get too far deep into it, but they had some beef. They had some beef going on. Namor basically kind of disrespected Black Panther, and Black Panther, thought he had to set things straight. But so she is part of the Cabal. She became part of the Cabal, and speculation that we could possibly see Black Swan during this thing too. I mean, it's kind of early to say, right? As the sneak peeks roll out, we will find out. Yeah, see right here. After being freed by Namor, Black Swan joined his Cabal for the purpose of saving Earth from the Incursion after the Illuminati resolved to die with their world as they couldn't bring themselves to destroy their Earth. All right, okay, that's as much as I'm going to say about this. Now, let's talk about what this actually means for the game itself, because I'm excited for it. Peekaboo! No, man, what a name for a skill. Peekaboo. Yeah, I still have this guy at 1 star, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rank this guy up. I'm actually going to rank all of them up, maybe except Super Giant. I don't know. We'll see as the sneak peeks roll out, because we may not see all of them in the sneak peeks. We don't know. It's too early to say. Definitely Corvus Glaive. Should you go... Yeah, see, I even unlock these guys. I have to go and... Let's see, 1, 2... Well, if we're talking about, if we're including Supergiant in this as well, 1, 2, 3, 4 days I have to sacrifice. 4 full days of playing World Boss, Legend, and play these guys on normal mode. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rank this guy up. Should you go and rank him up? Should you go and unlock their potential and all that? Maybe for Corvus at this point, you can get a head start on that. I would say, I mean, the power creep is real. Pretty much every character that has been coming out and released has been good. Now, would you go ahead and rank all of them up? I would say not right now. I'd say pull them reins back and hold your horses. Don't rank them all up now, because we don't know who else is actually included in this update, right? You don't want to go ahead and waste your resources, because they are actually native tier 2 characters, and you don't rank them up the traditional way. You got to rank them up, with BAM. Now, they're not as expensive as somebody like Thanos, but they're still native tier 2. And they let's see how many bios they actually require. So all right, guys. So you know what? I went ahead and I started recording, actually ranking up Corvus, but I thought that's just gonna take way too long, and it's not the type of video for that. So this I got somebody from online. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. So this is gonna show the total cost for these guys, in case you're like me and you haven't even touched the Black Order yet. The total cost, you're looking at about 4,400 BAM. You're looking at about 50 million gold, give or take. you're looking at about 1350 CNS, and then 3004 bios. And I believe that's just to get them to level 60, just to level 60. Okay, so and then the rank up cost after that is, you know, they're basically half the cost of like somebody like Silver Surfer or Thanos. So they're not particularly cheap. So I would pull those reins back and you know, like at least wait to see who's included in the update. Like, we don't know anybody else besides Corvus at this point. We would hope that the whole Black Order actually gets something during this update. And what I would like to see is, I would like to see something like this. All right, so if we go over to World Boss, right, there's speculation that we could see maybe a World Boss Ultimate rework, or maybe just like a World Boss Legend for just Corvus. It's a speculation at this point. They could do something with Supergiant finally, and you know, Supergiant she has the magic Odin's Blessings, which are absolutely amazing. They're very rare, right? The magic and the strikes. Strike being the double physical attack, so magic is double energy attack. If you're not aware of that, but I think that would be amazing. So let's speculate if they gave each one of the Black Order awakening skills. Now there's 5, right? If we could possibly see Black Swan, or if they're going to give tier 3s to a couple of them, and then maybe like 3 or 4 as an awakened skill. All this is just speculation now. There's a lot of possibilities that could go down with this 100%. So this is really dope that this is looking like a supervillain update. Always love the supervillains, but if they are getting an awakened skill, there's a very good chance that they will be 1.5 times the cost, just like how Beta Ray Bill was, right? So all of them, even if there's 3, that's a lot of gems. So my suggestion to you is don't. I mean, I don't even know how I even have so many at this point. I think it just might be, I did get a couple of crits from the dispatch, and I suggest getting up to, so that this would be the 9th dispatch, number 9. Getting there and putting your strongest team in there in terms of the growth score. Your characters with the highest growth score in 9 to get as many awakening crystals as possible. This is speculation. I'm going to imagine that they're going to get at least a couple of them, right? If this rolls out like we're assuming that it's going to, that they're going to get. So if you look, how do we? Yeah, okay, so here we go. Characters, that's what I did. I put all my characters with the highest growth score in here. Getting over 7.9, like you need to have, I don't even know if that's possible right now. Maybe it is. You need to have like every character here maxed out to the absolute fullest, and yeah, I don't know, because I feel like on all these characters, well, actually except Iron Fist, I did something with his build, but actually what I did was, because I knew I wasn't going to get to that point, I kind of swapped out some characters that weren't as strong and put them in other places just to kind of balance it out. As long as you're over that 5.7, it doesn't matter. You're not getting any more or any less. So, but I knew I wasn't hitting that almost 8. That's pretty insane. But here you get the awakening crystals in the 9th sector, and I suggest doing that so you can, you know, farm as many awakening crystals as possible. There really aren't many ways to do that. You know, cheering, right, before reset. If you go to the tokens here in the advanced glory token, you can get some this way. If you cheer, right, you can get about 50 per week from here. Obviously, play squad battle, right? All you got to do is play all of your sections, and you get a straight 40 awakening crystals from there. Other than that, there aren't many ways to actually farm awakening crystals, unfortunately. But I suggest don't spend any of your awakening crystals right now, because, or really, you know, depending on who you still have left to rank up, I might put a hold on it. I mean, obviously, if you're working on somebody like Mephisto is definitely well worth it. I have to imagine that there's still players who, probably don't have him. Or like maybe some of the cheaper ones, like if you don't have Ghost Rider still, or like Sharon Rogers. I don't know. Like if you don't have Torch, should you? that's a tough call right there. Torch is definitely very strong. He's very useful, but you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to find out. But what could come here is, like I said, speculation about World Boss Ultimate rework. Supergiant could be included in this. Black Swan. Black Swan would be a perfect opportunity to introduce her. Thanos getting another uniform. That uniform is crazy expensive just to rank up. This is going to be an expensive update. I'll tell you that much if it rolls out like this. If it rolls out where all the members of the Black Order are included, get somebody like Black Swan maybe as a paywall character, I would think she would be, and then Thanos getting another uniform. Yeah, that's gonna be a banger, but also a banger to your wallet. It's gonna bang that wallet, man. So I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. Let me know what you think about this update. Let me know if you have thoughts or speculation on what else this could bring, and let me know if you're excited for it, because I am. So far, as far as we know, right? We don't have that much information. Oh, come on. They always got to hit me at the end of the video. I'm telling you guys, always. Seriously, man, I swear to God, you send another message, spell, bro. All right, he knows better. He knows better. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it there. So listen up. You better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.